Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Dear Bitchy Waiter. This is the web series where I answer questions that are sent in by you, the viewers. Most of the time those questions have to do with the food and service industry because, hey, I'm the bitchy waiter. But I'll answer pretty much anything, so if you have a question, send it in. This web series is sponsored by Herman Law. They're labor attorneys who specialize in restaurant-related disputes, and there's more information on them at the end of this video. Before we go any further, I'm going to ask each and every one of you to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's a great way for you to stay in touch with me, and it's a great way for me to get the attention that I so crave. I'm needy. And if you have a question that you would like to see on this web series, send it to me, sideofmustard@gmail.com. That's sideofmustard@gmail.com. Let's get to our first question, shall we? This comes from Chris, and he says, Dear Bitchy Waiter, I'm looking for some advice on how to handle a situation where someone's credit card is declined when they pay. Stay bitchy, Chris. We've all been there, Chris. How many times have we had to go up to a customer and tell them that their credit card wasn't accepted? And the first thing they always say to us is, well, did you try it again? Swipe off the magnetic strip. Well, first of all, Connie, magnetic strips are in the olden days. We're at the chips now, and if the chip doesn't work, your credit card's no good here. Move on. But we never want to make our customers feel embarrassed or ashamed because that could affect our tip, and we never want to affect our tip. I repeat, we never want to affect our tip. So, if the credit card is declined, of course, make sure that you've done everything you can on your end to see if you could get it to work. Try it a couple of times so that you can honestly say to the customer, I already tried it 3 times, Connie. Sorry, it's not gonna work. Say it nicely. Don't ever use the word declined. Declined has a negative connotation, so go back to the table and say something like, I'm sorry, but for whatever reason, your credit card didn't go through. It might be our machine. Let them think that it was our machine when we all know that she hasn't paid her last credit card statement and the credit card company is about to yank that card right out of her purse. But you want to make the customer feel as comfortable as possible because you don't want to embarrass them. Or say something like, for whatever reason, your card didn't go through, so do you have another card that we could try? Or maybe there's another form of payment we can use. Say it with a smile on your face, and by all means, don't make the customer feel bad about it. Unless, full disclosure, one time this customer was really mean to me, so when they gave me their credit card, I didn't even try to swipe it, and I just went back and said, I'm sorry, but your card was declined. And I said it really loud so that everybody else at their table would hear it, and then they got really embarrassed. It made me feel good. Was it the right thing to do? No. But did it feel great? Oh yeah. If in fact the credit card is declined and they have no other way to pay for their meal, well, you're gonna have to look to that person's neighbor because they need to cough up some bucks because you don't come into the restaurant and eat for free. I don't care how good or bad your credit is. So here's what we're gonna remember. Never make the customer feel embarrassed. Stay away from the word declined and offer them another way to pay, like wash some dishes. I hope that helps, Chris. Moving on to question 2. Dear Bitchy Waiter, sometimes customers get tired of the regular menu and order off-menu dishes, which we charge extra for. Should I be warning customers about the additional charge? Thank you so much, Natalia. Natalia. Yes. You always have to tell someone that it's going to cost extra because some customers are looking for any reason at all to stiff us, and that could be the reason that they use to not tip you. So if they're going to order something and it's going to cost extra, I know it can be awkward because sometimes customers are going to assume that we're only telling them that because we think they can't afford it. But really, we're just covering our own ass because we don't want there to be any surprises. Because if something costs $7 extra, that $7 extra may be your tip, Natalia, so always tell your customer if there's going to be an upcharge. Even if it's something completely obvious. Say the customer says, I want the Cobb salad, but I don't like tomatoes, so instead of tomatoes, can I have extra chicken and bacon? Everyone in the world knows that chicken and bacon is not an equal substitution for tomatoes, but you're still gonna have to tell that customer that. And just say it in a friendly way, like you're offering them information that they need to know. Oh, sure, extra chicken and extra bacon? Just so you know, that is gonna be an upcharge. Sometimes the customer's gonna be like this. What, it's extra? And sometimes they're gonna be like this. Oh yeah, I figured, it's fine. But either way, you've covered your ass. If they don't want to pay the extra, then they don't get the extra chicken and bacon. And in your case, Natalia, you guys are creating something that's not even on the menu for these customers. Hell yeah, you're going to charge extra, and hell yes, you're going to tell them how much it's going to cost. So if it's going to cost $8 extra, you say, just so you know, that's going to cost $8 extra. Prepare yourself for the wrath of anger that will flow out from their faces at the fact that they have to pay extra money for extra food that isn't even on the menu. And if they want it, great. You just add that $8 on their check and you just think, 20% of $8, that's $1.60. Cha-ching! Hopefully you just made an extra $1.60 on your tip, Natalia. That's how it goes. But you always have to tell them. Always, always, always. Customers don't want any surprises on their check unless you're going to forget to add something. And I guarantee you, if you forget to add something, they're never going to say, "Excuse me, you forgot to put my third margarita on my check." No, they will never, ever say that. But the moment that you add an extra $1.25, they're going to notice it. So don't give them any chance to have a surprise. It's only going to bite you in the butt, Natalia. That's it for this week's episode, everybody. If you have a question, send it to me. sideofmustard@gmail.com. That's sideofmustard@gmail.com. Keep your questions short and brief because I have the attention span of a mentally challenged guinea pig. As always, buy my book, Amazon, The Bitchy Waiter, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, @BitchyWaiter. Thanks, everybody, and always tip your servers. Never forget, servers are not servants, customers are not royalty, and employers are not lawyers.